My name is AJ Patel, and I'm married to my wife for the last 28 years, and we have 3 beautiful children. My story began in around 2011. I was a very busy person. I had a lot of recreational activities. I was an avid snow skier. I was a semi-professional soccer referee, running around on weekends and weeknights doing a lot of games, running on average 20 miles per week. I started to experience in 2011 an issue where every time I was speaking, every few sentences I had to clear my throat. It wasn't until the summer of 2013 that I ended up coughing up some blood. And that's when the nightmare began. So we went to see the doctor, and at that time he described there was numerous masses in both lungs. He did not know what it was, but the report from the CT scan radiologist indicated probable signs of cancer. And the only thing I could think, are you looking at my CT scan? I walked out of that doctor's office with an out-of-body experience of frightenedness, of like, what is this? When we went for that appointment, the doctor calls us into the consulting room and he says, I'm sorry to tell you, but you have some serious problem in your lungs, and we need to do an immediate biopsy on your lungs to see what it is. Like, what are you talking about? This doesn't seem right. How can it be cancer? It's impossible. I don't smoke. And at the time I said that stupidly, but now I realize anyone with a pair of lungs can get lung cancer. So the next day I went through a lung biopsy, and amazingly 24 hours later they had a result. I got called back into that pulmonologist's office, and the only words he said, I'm sorry to tell you, the biopsy shows you have lung cancer. And he says that the cancer is in both lungs and it's pretty rampant, and you need to start chemotherapy the very next day. And I was still in so much disbelief. So I said to him, look, I'm still in shock. I don't understand how I could have this condition, and I need to go away and think about this. And he looked at me and said, I understand how you're feeling, but if you don't do anything, you will not be here in 6 months. I decided to go on the internet. I punched in lung cancer. I came across a foundation that specializes in lung cancer help for patients, for caregivers, for anyone who's affected or involved in the lung cancer community. I was able to find key people who I contacted, explain my story, and one such person was so compassionate, so caring, so helpful. And she directed me and said, you live in an area where there's a national cancer center. I know of an oncologist there that I would ask that you contact. I recommend that you speak with them. And by the way, we would like to put you in touch with someone who has the same condition exactly like you. And the first question I asked, how long has this person that you're looking to refer me to been living with this condition? She said, advanced stage 4 lung cancer, living 4 years. I went to see the lung oncologist, and the first thing she said to me was, so unfortunate to meet you in these circumstances, but I've got even worse news for you. You have significant tumors in your brain. This person held my hand, a stranger in the middle of the country that I'd never met, began to hold my hand. And the first words he said to me, write this down. Write this down, ask this question with your oncologist, discuss it, tell me about biomarker testing. I had 2 really large tumors and 4 other smaller tumors within the brain. And the only question I came with was, tell me about biomarker testing. She said, if you decide to have the tumors in your brain surgically removed, we could take those tumors and have them tested for any biomarkers to see what's driving your cancer. But one thing that still strikes me beautifully today is an oncologist came running into my room, my hospital room. We found a biomarker. I can treat your cancer with drugs that will go to work in your body and seek and destroy cancer cells only. So that's how I learned how biomarker testing is going to affect me. I didn't fully understand the implications of how it will change my life, but I knew that something good was about to happen. The benefits of biomarker testing are hope, are possibilities. They give a positive result can change so much. It can change simple things. All the people involved in developing the technology to all the people in the healthcare profession that support it have delivered a gift, delivered a huge gift of life. I thought all of this was gone and all I could resonate for 6 months. But here I am, 8 years later, still here. I feel like I've won the health lottery.